All right, welcome everyone to week 4 of season 6 of the Swain Batty League. My name is 30, and I'm joined today here by Master Splinter. How you doing?
Pretty good. I'm excited it's Tuesday.
Yeah, once again, always in for another Tuesday action for the SBL. Today, game 1 will be Thomas the Dank Engine on blue side versus Sharkbait HooHa on the purple side. Both teams are 2-1, so both looking to rise up in the ranks here. Both equally matched teams.
Absolutely. That's what it's kind of. They got the 2-1 teams playing game 1, then team 2, or then second game we got I think
The
those two
0-3s.
teams. Yeah, the 0-3s, and then you got the two best teams for the last game of the night.
Yeah, this should be a fun week because we're gonna get a better picture of the table. Anyway, we're already into the game here, and start off Thomas Dankington coming out with Thresh and Fizz bands. Failed Destiny. He's, I believe, played Thresh in at least 2, maybe all 3 games so far this season.
Yeah,
Big
and
Thresh player.
he did pretty good on it as well.
Yeah, he had some pretty crucial hooks last week.
And then Fizz coming out was it
On Madam Stripe, yeah, top laner.
Right.
And okay, we're gonna remake. Maybe someone didn't connect. I wasn't able to.
I did notice was it Team 1? The Thomas Dank Engine only had 2 bans, and they already picked, so I don't know if...
Yeah, maybe someone. I guess it would have been Milk at the top for TDE, wasn't able to ban.
I'm not sure if that's the case or not.
Yeah, I think we're hopefully going to keep the same picks here. As far as
Yeah, I
bans
think you
go on
kinda have to.
Sharkbait, though, they banned Jinx, Ori, and Ari. So 2 mid bans against Thrifty Senpai, and then obviously taking away Salvo's beloved Jinx, which I think is a very good idea.
First ban on Jinx for Salvo this season.
Yeah, we need
Microphone
to see
muted.
teams should be testing his champ pool and seeing what else he's good on, because we all know he's really good on Jinx, but we'll see what ADC he'll pick this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looked like before.
Oh,
Okay, so Elise was supposed to be the 3rd ban, but Milk picked it. So, how'd they mess that up?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just
As long
looking at
as
the
they
pause
weren't-
stream before we quit out. It looked like Dubjon picked Shyvana.
Shyvana, and what was the other one?
Manlord was hovering Lulu, which would make sense
Okay.
for Madam Stripe. Yeah, but we're back into Champ Select, same bands going down the line, and there we go. Thomas the Dank Engine with their at least ban like they wanted. Elise is a really strong jungler right now on this patch 5.15. I mean, her win rate went through the roof.
Yeah, she's strong right now. Definitely. And they do pick that Lulu.
Okay. Well, I guess they figured it out between themselves. So Milk taking away Madam Stripe's Lulu for their first pick. And like we said, Dubjum locking in Shyvana with Manlore, followed with a Alistar pick.
Yeah, Dubjum actually had a really good Shyvana game, so I wonder if he can have another one.
Yeah,
Against this
Shyvana is just one of the strongest junglers, especially with Devourer.
Oh yeah,
Right now, she
she's a
hasn't
monster.
encountered any changes this last patch, so yeah, it's surprising that they left that open, in my opinion. But maybe they're just chancing it. They don't want to see him on. I guess they didn't want him on Elise.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's been practicing or not. I'm sure since they put the ban out, he has been.
Yeah.
I know she's getting a nerf, I think, to her Q
Oh, okay.
soon, but don't think that's alive yet. We got Zaku picking up his beloved Leona. I love seeing the Olaf pick. Gyro
Yeah,
Scoop does work with it this weekend, and everyone's starting to pick it up now.
yeah. Yeah, Olaf might be one of those surprise picks that's coming into the meta pretty much out of nowhere, yeah. Dyrus really carrying TSM this last week on it.
Yeah, if you could get Lulu in that comp too, that's really good. You just have Olaf run through everything, and then Lulu ults him, knock everybody up.
Yeah,
Of course, they did pick the Lulu away, so won't be seeing
yep.
that.
I really like the bot lane for TDE. Tristan Leona is one of my favorite combos. Tons of damage early on.
Yeah.
It used to be like when Triss was sort of the old Triss. It used to be one of those like level 2 all-in cheese lanes. It still kind of is, except you got to get the autos off to proc the bomb.
Yeah, I would have guessed he was going to go to Trist after that Jinx got banned. Those are the two champions I think I think of when I think of Salvo.
Yeah, me
Jinx
too.
and Trist.
Yeah, both really good carries in the late game. I mean, he's probably maybe not used to all that peel, that self peel for himself, man. He has a jump and a knockaway.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it looks like Thrifty said there's going to be a placeholder. On the Wind is going to select Poppy, and that is a placeholder for Rek'Sai.
Yep.
Yep, so I assume that is also communicated as well.
Yeah, so they're going Rek'Sai.
And Karthus, Thrifty Senpai with the Karthus pick. I love the Karthus pick.
Hey, that's actually pretty good. Looking at the other team's lineup, because if you pick Zyra, Olaf would just be able to run through a lot of that CC, possibly blow him up. Picks Karthus, who cares if he dies, right?
Right, yeah, and he's just all about the damage. He's pretty much the hyper carry in the mid lane. And that's when you kill Olaf. When he can't get CC'd, you just kill him.
Can also put some pressure down in other lanes just with the ultimate, stay in mid and farming still.
Mm-hmm. And Rek'Sai is no surprise to Belmelk's one of his most comfortable and favorite champions. Last we got Iroh Hibbs or Koff Hibbs.
Yeah,
Hibbs.
I just still call him Iroh.
Yeah, I hope he's
Or
fine with
Hibbs.
that, but that's what you get when you choose a hard name like that. And Hibbs locking in the Syndra, and we're out of champ select again.
Yep, that
Oh, yeah,
placeholder,
placeholder.
so they're switching to Rek'Sai. We should get this game going real soon once we get back in.
Yep, so we should be able to breeze through champ select here. The bot lane for Sharkbait is Caitlyn Alistar, so that's also a pretty good lane, very
Pretty
safe.
good early, yeah.
Yeah, incredibly safe. I don't see a lot of kill pressure actually coming out of the Triss Leona.
Sprite quit now.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not sure, but I don't see a lot of kill pressure coming out as long as Manlor plays the Alistar correctly, because every time Leona Zenith Blades in, you can just pulverize and disengage. Failed Destiny also has net and a lot of traps he can lay down, so I don't see a lot of pressure. Oh, I am back at the main screen.
Oh yeah, speaking of Manlore, Vivaret is not able to play this week, so they're subbing in Manlore. And surprised to see him go in support. I thought they might put him mid lane, but doesn't think that's not going to happen, I guess.
Well, I was kicked out of the team select for some reason. I'm back at the main client, so I'll just join once.
Oh, really?
They're all loaded in.
All right. Well, they're almost. All right.
So
They're all locked in, so.
So it'll be on the Wind on Lulu against.
Yeah, so we got on the
Madam
Wind Lulu
Olaf
against. That's correct.
Huh. I mean, I haven't seen Olaf, honestly, until Dyrus pulled it out. I don't think I saw him in competitive since Season 2.
It's been a while. I've tried him out once they changed his alt. He's actually I like the changes that they made to his ult. So it's a real big burst of speed once he first hits that alt button, and I like it.
Yeah, no, that's.
So I like
I'm
the
just curious
changes
on
they
how
made.
the laning phase is gonna go against Lulu.
Yeah,
Lulu
I'm not
can be
sure.
a
I mean,
pretty big lane bully, and
I haven't
Olaf
laned
is
a
still
lot.
melee range. I mean, he could use the axis to sort of farm from range and maybe chain
Yeah,
some
I wouldn't be
slows.
surprised if we see like a flask coming out first item, just so you can sustain that mana in lane.
Yeah.
But we're in our delay period, waiting that 3 minutes now.
All right, I will hop into the spectate. So just
So
looking
let's.
at the, or you go.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. So looking at the team comps and whatnot, what team do you think's gonna pull out ahead here?
Ah,
Or
you know,
just players, since they are missing Vivaret, which is
right. You know, that's my initial reaction without Vivret. I don't see Sharkbait winning this game today. But I could be pleasantly surprised. Syndra is a champion that can get snowballed pretty easily,
yeah.
especially against Karthus. I feel like Thrifty is going to have to play pretty safe early on. And last week, he didn't play safe early on. He
No, he
died
did
a
not.
lot in lane, and it
Hmm.
looked like he just either wasn't respecting his lane opponent or just like he just was trying way too hard to stay in the physical lane and get the farm and just wasn't like sort of falling back, giving up a lot of kills. But you know, maybe
Yeah,
that's fine. Maybe that's
and
fine
that being
on
said, though,
Karthus.
if uh, Thomas the Dank Engine gets that far behind again, I don't think that Sharkbait is gonna let that game slip.
Yeah, I don't see that either, especially if Dubdrum just keeps a consistent pace like he does in the jungle, just keeps farming that Devourer. I mean, you have a Shyvana and Olaf diving your backline. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't see Salvo surviving all that,
Hmm.
especially when you can't use your knockback on Olaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as like just team compositions go, I don't see a lot of synergy between either of them. They're kind of just they seem
Yeah,
like really comfort picks all across the board.
I would
Um,
agree. I think looking at blue teams, you got your damage threats are just going to be Salvo and Thrifty Senpai. The other guys are, well, I guess Lulu will do some, but she's still there for the shields, the alt, the slows, just the utility. And I'm guessing that's going to be a tank Rek'Sai.
yeah, I would imagine unless Development starts going off, might become a warrior early on. Yeah, I mean, I guess what Sharkbait's going is just for an all-out sort of fight comp.
Yeah, because they got
There.
a lot of damage on that team.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of backline threat, and I like that. And Caitlyn's a pretty safe AD, so she can pretty much peel for herself, and Alistar will be there as well. I always like to see Alistar's play the more offensive engage role though, and this season so far, I've seen some really good Alistar play.
Yeah. Yeah, I like seeing the aggressive Alistars as well.
However, if this game does go late, Thomas the Tank Engine's comp scales incredibly well. You have Trist and
Yeah.
Karthus,
Yeah,
and
those
you
are
have
call
Lulu with
arts.
all that utility, like you were saying, and Rek'Sai, he just becomes a knock-up bot. And yeah, it's pretty much at that point when it gets, you know, the 35 minutes plus, you just try to protect one of your hyper carries.
Yep. Yeah, and if, they group up and you get a great Leona alt or Rek'Sai pops up 3 of them and then you get Lulu alted and they got a little bit of a wombo with their CC if Sharkbait groups up into it. But
Yeah.
if they're not dumb players. Hopefully they don't just group up as 5 and get womboed.
Yeah, they're not dumb players. I agree. Oh man, Madam Shy with the glacial all off. That is a sick skin. I mean, I guess the splash art is pretty sick. I don't know what it looks like in game.
I will find out.
It seems like super relevant with Game of Thrones and whatnot.
That's true. Gonna be the White Walker. Alright, we're in game now.
Are you?
I am, yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Well.
Nope, no one's there for me. Actually,
Ah, right there. No, I'm back.
okay, here we go. Now everyone's in the game. Okay, I was
Are you
wondering
at
if my spectate was still messed up.
right? Are you at like 12 seconds now?
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Cool.
I was gonna be mad if it was still messing up.
Yep.
That would have sucked.
Maybe we'll see a level 1 invade here. Definitely the team that I would think want to do it is Shark Baits. Karthus really doesn't have the best level 1 at all.
No,
I
they
mean,
are
Wallfade
just.
is pretty good, but it's just slow.
Oh, just playing defensive. They got the line going.
Yep. No
Covering all those
surprise here.
entrances. Oh, there's the White Walker Olaf.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh yeah, and Madam Stripe forgot to buy a trinket. He will go back and do that now. Yeah, but man, look at that. Just a mirrored line defense across the board. I'm starting to think that my team's the only team that actually likes to invade.
Could be. Could be.
I could be, yeah. Everyone just plays these level 1 so safe. They're not going to try to get any cheese kills or get some early wards down to get information. They just want to go their standard laning.
Minions have spawned.
All right. So it looks like Rek'Sai, Devout's Milk's just going to be starting Krugs, and Siobhan is gonna strike Krugs as well.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Usually junglers start on the bottom side of the map, but with someone like Shyvana, the Krug's passive does help out a lot. And
Yeah.
I don't expect Upjump to be ganking early on, so
Yeah, he's just. As Siobhan, you can solo your camps. You'll be all right.
yeah. Madstripe actually starting the Wolf Camp to get a sort of early level 2 here. I assume he'll recall and then teleport straight up the top.
Mm-hmm. And those wolves will be up by the time Shyvana needs to take him again, hopefully. So. So yep, there's the teleport top from Olaf. Game CS. Full level. Yeah, I'm interested in how Manlore is going to be. Oh, and
Ooh, a
actually,
lot of
50
damage
cent
coming down into the mid lane here. Man, those mid players are trading back crazy amounts. Manlore going in with the headbutt
they
on
got
the
the level 2
salvo.
on him.
Yeah, salvo's gonna get a lot of damage down.
I think they could have went a little, kept on going a little bit, but
Yeah.
backed off. Yeah, so I'm interested in how that bot lane's going to go because I don't know how good Manlore is as a support player.
Yeah, I mean last season when he was the miracle
For mid lane,
zero
yeah.
zero lost player, he played mid, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he played like, what did he, 2 or 3 games in the season?
Yeah.
And he did really well.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, misses his combo.
Oh,
well,
actually,
still gets the pop-up.
JK, they just stand in pulverize range, and Zaku and Salvo are just taking too much damage early on here in this lane. Zaku, when you're that low on Leona, he's not going to be able to go in and put any kind of threat on Pale Destiny here. Yeah, they're gonna have to play this one safe and wait for the wave to push to their tower, which is a good strategy for Failed Destiny and Manlore. Trist is not the easiest champ to hit under or last hit under tower.
Yeah.
You can deny some CS, kind of like that. But look, Alice, Thrifty Senpai here, getting a 10 CS gold lead or 10 CS lead early on.
Yeah, and he goes back and gets that tier.
Yeah, that's a
Good to get
great
that
start
early.
for Karthus.
Yeah. And you have both junglers back in. Dubdrum opting to go with the Stalker's Blade instead of
Trailblazer.
No,
Or
no,
wait, skirmishers?
yes, skirmishers. That's
Yeah.
that's a good one to go with.
Yeah.
That's what I like to go with anyways.
Nice double pulverize once again for Manlore. Yeah, he's doing a
curious
pretty
if-
good job playing bodyguard for Failed Destiny right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's just getting in the face of Salvo. Cute little headbutt into the wall. He doesn't even care.
Throws in 2 punches to the face.
Yeah. I'm surprised Milk hasn't ganked yet. He completed his first clear. Still level 3. Ran out of the buffs though.
I mean, looking at the map, I feel like if you wanted to gank, best option would probably be top before 6 or bot lane. I mean, you could gank mid too, but
Yeah,
just be a
I
little
mean,
harder.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little harder. You don't have a lot of reliable damage from Karthus. He has to land those Skittles on the ground.
Yep.
Wall of Pain coming out. 50 Senpai always getting a little aggressive here with no combat stats either. And seems just farm fest pretty much in all lanes right now.
Yep.
Oh, Milk actually came in from behind. Sneaky little gank route here. Zaku lands his Zenith Blade on the Failed Destiny, but Jump Jump is here for the counter gank in the river. First blood goes over to Milk, and the Karthus ultimate comes out, not able to pick up anything. The fight disengages. A lot of damage going out on top too.
Yeah, that was
So at the end of the day, it's actually just a
crazy.
1-for-1. Yeah, both ADCs going down there in that fight.
Yeah, and the junglers get both the kills.
Yeah.
Oh, and unfortunately, Karthus didn't get an assist for anything.
Oh, damn, yeah.
And he used that ult.
Yeah, that is definitely what Thrifty was going for there. It didn't look like he was going to kill anyone. He just wanted that assist.
He did help out top lane, though, too.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what he was going for. There was tons of trading going down up top while that bot fight was going. Yeah, but both top laners still even in CS. Irohibs is 6, so Syndra has sort of her full burst combo available. Maybe we'll see some all-ins here on the Karthus. Now would be the time to try to take him out of the game.
On the Rex side.
Oh,
We could,
Milk,
does
Milk
nope,
in the
Wen
try.
did just use his teleport. I was wondering if they were going to go for that Rek'Sai tunnel behind the tower, teleport to the tunnel type dive.
Ooh. Oh
Not-
man.
I don't know if they would want to do that against the Alistar, though.
Yeah, I don't think the wave was pushed into the tower far enough, but yeah, that would have been a very aggressive 4-man dive. Yeah, and like you said, you shouldn't ever dive an Alistar.
Yeah.
So back to farming here. The only type of lead that anyone has is Thrifty still has a sizable CS lead in the mid lane. But still, the team gold values are still even across the board.
You know what I'm curious if we're going to see any item builds of? The new item, what is it?
Deadman's played here, and Irohibs,
yes.
he launches the Syndra combo. Dub jumps in the mid lane, but Thrifty with the exhaust to stop the gank, and he will survive.
Shyvana had ult. I'm not sure if she had it when she was ganking or if she just got it off the minions.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
Deadman's played. I'm curious if someone's going to purchase that.
yeah.
I could see Dubjo maybe picking that up.
Yeah, that might be a good buy for Shyvana. But Irohibs, he still has Ignite. He did not Ignite during that
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
I feel
was
like
a
a
kill.
Flash Ignite might have been the kill there. Might be hitting
Especially
himself
if-
later for that.
If the Shyvana had her ultimate and just ults onto him, that could have definitely been a kill.
Yeah. But alas, Thrifty stays alive, and he backs and gets the Catalyst on his second buy, and this is pretty much just an ideal Karthus start.
Yeah, he's just farming it out.
Yeah, he's farming like a champ. 20 CS
And he does
above.
he has Requiem almost online as well, so we get another Karthus ult here soon. We'll see if any ganks happen relatively soon because that's back online.
Yeah, we have Develop Milk sort of lingering in the Baron pit. Yeah, he's going to try to tunnel over into that try. Phantom Stripe, though. Good pink ward there. Gonna stop the gank for Milk. Both blue buffs donated over to the mid laners. And we're back
Generous
to laning
junglers.
phase here. Dubdrum's looking bottom though. He gets spotted out by a ward in river. He's gonna use Sweeper to clear out another one. Some really good warding out of everyone so far. Thrifty
Yeah.
actually has the pink ward early on his side of the river there.
I believe Shyvana has her. Yeah, is she gonna go for this dragon?
Yeah, Dubdrum is in the
No.
dragon pits. Just gonna clear a Rek'Sai tunnel. Thrifty sees him out there. Ooh, Syndra getting the stun on the Thrifty. There's not gonna be a follow-up though. 2v2 here in that choke point.
Yeah, Dub just needs to get back in that jungle. Start farming away.
Yeah,
Get those
he's-
stacks.
Yeah, he's doing good. 46 CS.
He's got 4, I think, right now. Let me check. He's got 4 stacks on that Devourer. 5 now.
Yep, still definitely open for a
Done a
20
decent
minute
pace.
stated.
Yep. Be great if they could get that dragon.
Ooh, Madam Stripe hits the first axe, chains another one on the wind, takes a lot of damage from those axes. Looks like on the wind is opting to go for an early Morello Namicon. Which is a
Yeah.
pretty good idea. Doesn't Olaf have built-in lifesteal?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so
W.
to sort of stop the sustain there.
And then he has Flask as well. Get that mana and some
Ooh,
HP back.
on the wind, hit by another
Oh,
axe.
man.
There's the other one. Ragnaraks are coming out. Oh, misses that last axe, but on the wind uses Lulu ult to make sure he stays alive. Dubdrum's here in the top lane try.
Oh boy.
He's looking for an in onto on the wind. He does have the ultimate ready. The dive comes out. Smite goes on the wind. Dubdrum ults out, picks up a Lulu on the way. 2 kills for him on the day, and top tower will go over to Sharkbait.
Good dive.
Yeah, just pretty cool, like by the textbook type of dive there.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, and TDE's bot lane still getting forced out of this bottom lane. Manlore is just playing like a boss, man. He's headbutting and pulverizing pretty much off cooldown.
Okay, good. This is what... So they did just opt to go and get that top tower. I'm really glad to see that they made the dragon call.
One of the most classic and most common trades in the game is a top tower for a dragon.
Yes, and if you don't get that dragon, it's like, yeah, that was free, guys.
Yeah. So, Sharkbait taking a small gold lead here early on, about 2k with that first tower. Still pretty much anyone's game here, and like we said, TDE's comp scales incredibly well. So I think they're taking that early tower take and the dragon, they're chalking it up as kind of a win.
Absolutely.
Oh, Ibs going all in on a 30 Senpai. He just takes to the face. The exhaust comes out, but he's stuck in a bad place, and Dubdrum will flash in for the kill. 3 kills for him on Shyvana.
Oh.
Is this the wet dream of a Devourer jungler right now, Splinter?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
You
how
love to
many
get those early
stacks per
kills,
kill?
man. You love to get those early kills and just get going, ramping up super early. Especially on... I mean, it's a super wet dream when you're playing Kale and you get those early kills, because
Oh, yeah.
she needs the scaling. Shyvana, she's still good at... I mean, even on her, it doesn't matter. Whatever, because you're still... It's going to get that Bork, and getting that earlier is just great.
Yeah, always better, and he has a lot of attack speed right now. He's set in a very good place here. Salvo actually, he's down about 10 CS here. Probably not going off to the early start that he would want, because Manlore is just dominating this lane here. I mean, it's just like auto easy for Failed Destiny.
Yeah, so... Oh, yeah. And Dub almost has that board completed, so... He's sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, 16
And-
stacks.
Does look like Devout Milk is opting to go that tank build. Not surprised. Expected him
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
What his team kind of needs.
Yeah, his team definitely needs a front line, and it's on him and Leona to be sort of that tanky front line. At least try to soak up some CC and damage before they get to their back line, where all their damage lies. Madam Stripe playing by the enemy blue buff here. He's gonna get stuck in between Thrifty Senpai here. Doesn't run into the wall. Madam Stripe uses
just
the
ults him.
ultimate, going all in. Double jump. Shyvana ults in Thrifty Senpai with the respect flash. And the skirmish is disengaged. Maybe not here. Hibbs with the stuns on the Thrifty on the win, using the Lulu ult to keep him alive here. And yep, no kills out of that skirmish for the blue buff there.
You know, well, I guess Olaf does have that Spirit Visage. I was going to say, you know, they might have been able to stay. They do have Requiem. Karthus definitely would have died, but he might have gotten a few kills.
Mm-hmm.
But now looking at items, Olaf is got that Spirit Visage, so.
Yeah, that's a really good buy for him early on. Not only is he going against a magic damage laner, but one of the biggest damage threats will be Karthus.
Yeah.
And I believe Triss bombs deal magic damage too, right? Or maybe not. Maybe they deal physical.
I honestly have no idea.
They active physical. Yeah, actually deals physical. So yeah, still a good buy though. Spirit Visage helping out his build
Oh, yeah.
and sustain.
Yep. Yeah, and they're giving another nerf to Spirit Visage too. You didn't see that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I forget what it is, but it's getting. Not a nerf. Did I say nerf? I meant
Yeah.
buff. They're giving another
Oh,
buff.
well,
to it.
I mean that already happened.
Yeah, they're doing. I'm pretty sure they're doing it again.
What?
I think so.
Wow. I mean, the new passive.
I might
for
be
people
mistaken,
For people who don't know, it recently got a buff. It now increases all healing received by 20%. Now, I think before it was just the healing that you do to yourself. But this will increase all the heals that's on you. So like Soraka's and Sonas of the world are going to be very effective.
I forget what it was that I read. Maybe that is what it is, but that happened. Like, did that happen like 2 patches ago or 1?
Yeah, it happened like at least not 5.15, but
I think I've seen it on the
1.3.
TDE where they changed it, and I don't know if they'll go through because it's. But
Yeah. Well, Dragon's up in less than a minute here. Both teams still opting to go back to pretty standard laning here. No big grouping up early on for either team, which I believe is probably what both of these team comps kind of want. Dubdrum is still trying to farm up into that sated. So keeping the lanes pretty standard will make sure he's able to farm that up safely. Salvo trying to get some damage here onto the bottom tower.
yeah, we're approaching 20 minutes, and we only got 1 tower down on the map. So
Yeah,
everybody just kind of farming out.
kind of a
Playing
slow
it
game
slow.
overall.
And you know, I think Darkbait's okay with that. For right now, they just once they get that sated jungler going, once that is sated, I think they'll be looking to do some team fights.
Yeah. Yeah, the question is TDE, is their team comp ready to team fight here? Salvo and Melk are in the Dragon Pit. Mandler of the Miracle is caught between all of them right now. Dubdrum's trying to go into the back nine. Javon Ald straight into on the win, and he will be the first casualty of the fight. That Dragon is still up, and it's still dealing damage. TDE has to retreat from this. Melk will get out. And at the end of the day, Sharkbait get the Dragon. First
Nice.
one of them, first Dragon to them of the game. Yeah, I didn't really expect TDE to start that Dragon up so early.
Yeah,
I don't think they have a lot of control right now. So,
Yeah. And that puts them down a little over 3,000,
yeah.
4,000 almost. 3.5k. So yeah, Sharkbait's actually doing quite good without their diamond player.
Mhm. Yeah, Iroh Hibbs, he's holding his own. I mean, he's down a little bit in CS, but It doesn't really matter too much right now. Karthus is still trying to scale up. He just completed his Route of Ages. Still has that tier though.
Yeah, looking
So-
at the difference, he got 161 to 148. Honestly, if I was Sharkbait, I'd be quite happy with that.
Oh yeah, and
Going against Thrifty Senpai, so
yeah, I think what you'd also be happy about is the almost 40 CS lead your jungler has over the other one. I mean, it's obviously expected when
Yeah.
you have a Devour jungler versus someone who is going to go Cinderhulk. But I mean, he's 3-0-1 right now. He has the most gold in the game by a very large margin. He has 8.3k gold, and the next closest is his mid laner actually at 6.4k.
that's what happens,
Yeah,
especially
dude.
when you play Shyvana.
Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to Riot Games right now. It seems like every season they release a jungle item that encourages farming, and every season they've just nailed it spot on. Just a applause to them.
Job right. I approve.
Yeah. Making my solo queue games a lot of fun.
Yeah,
so
if you're going against I mean, Shyvana's someone that is really good early on, so, but if you can, for instance, play Nunu, and you have a good team that can back you up and you're just a good Nunu player, you can shut down a Devourer jungler. But that's more obvious in solo queue. In this, it's pre-made, your team's going to back you up, so might be a little harder.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Devour jungles cannot get sated when they have nothing to farm.
Yep.
We have 4-man rotation coming into the bottom lane for Sharkbait. They got the mid tier 1 tower, and looks like they want to take down the tier 1 in bottom lane as well. Salvo and Zaku, they just have to sort of give this up. There's no way they can stay under this tower. TDE will answer with a 2-man push in the mid lane. But if this keeps up, Sharkbait will just win this base race. They're gonna definitely go for tier 2 here.
I think maybe
Milk
they'll
and
just
Thrifty, they're
trade.
not backing up though. They are committed.
I think they're just going to trade. Oh, nope, we got a teleport coming out.
Oh yeah, teleport
this
coming in
is-
from on the win here. They're gonna try to save the tower here. Luluel goes on to Zaku with a pretty good knockup. Karthus comes out, and Phil Desi's actually taking the tower. Salvo's gonna pick up the first kill on Iroh Hibbs. Zaku will get smited down by Dubdrum though. Will Mandlor start taking tower damage? He doesn't.
Wow, that was actually a great fight for Thomas the Dank Engine. I didn't think it would go that well, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, no, I thought that was going to be a complete wipe, but a very heads-up teleport from on the win. They only lose 2 members. I mean, so technically, Salvo actually jumps in. He stops the recall here. Flash, last auto. Will the bomb get it? And he will. Another kill for Salvo. Man,
The
that
greedy
disrespect
back.
recall, yeah.
Oh no, and
Oh, he's
Malnor!
going again. Mandler has to flash out. Salvo has blue buff, though. Does he have the cooldown? Oh, decides he doesn't want to keep chasing.
That was a greedy back from Phil
Yeah.
Destiny.
Yeah, that was. I mean, when you get ahead and you just want to be a little bit cocky, you gotta do disrespect recalls, but maybe not today. Maybe not against Salvo.
Maybe, I mean, if you have your cow with you, maybe you could do that.
Yeah, yeah. Always bring your cow to your recalls. Yeah, like I was saying, like at the end of the day, they still, as far as champion kills go, they still lost. It was a 1 for 2, but that's fine for their comp. And 30 Senpai got tons of assists, or well, I guess just 1 assist out of that. He has exhaust, dub jump, and flash over the wall. But they also traded to another tier 2 tower in the mid lane.
Yeah, and they actually didn't get that tier 2 bot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, pretty much TDE, they just want to sort of stay in the game right now. They probably don't want to lose this tier 2 here in mid. They want to just stall this game out and wait clear as best they can. Both their carries are still scaling up, and the Salvo getting 2 kills there was really big. It puts him back into the game.
yeah, that helped him a lot. I just need to keep scaling, like you said. Well, Devout Milk is just doesn't know what to do. He's just dancing around, but
Yeah.
he's out.
Oof. And someone pointed out to me, maybe we should talk about these ADC builds here.
I just saw the CS difference, and that's what I thought you were gonna say.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, Failed Destiny though, yeah, 40 CS lead. That's very good right now. Oh, Zaku, he's stuck in the Wraith bush there. He's caught in between Madam Stripe and Dub Jump, and he will surely go down. Oh, just
man.
barely. The axe misses, and he flashes out, and it will save his life. But look at the jungle control out of Sharkbait here. They have this entire red side on lockdown. Thomas the Dank Engine, they're trying to do their best to try to get back jungle control here. Thrifty Senpai, he's stuck in between 3 of them. He gets stunned by Iroh Hips.
Oh, wow.
He might go down here, but he doesn't. Lulu Ult will save him once again on the win with super
Karthus ult.
clutch Lulu Ults. During that whole fight, Dub Jump was just getting Dragon, and Melk will pick up a kill on Manlord. Good Karthus ult to deal in that last bit of damage.
All right, so now that the fighting stopped, let's look at that ADC build. I think we got a Cutlass coming out of Caitlyn.
Yeah. You're playing Caitlyn, right? And so you think to yourself, all right, I'm going to go pretty standard AD build here. I'm going to get an Infinity Edge, right? Okay, you think to yourself, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing this good. I got the right item. But then you're like, well, I guess I need some attack speed, and I need lifesteal. I can save myself a little bit of trouble here, and I'll build them into the same item, right? I'll get Cutlass. On paper, in your mind, you're thinking, yeah, that will do it, and I give myself self-peel. I'm Caitlyn, right? I mean, who doesn't need more of that? Boom, done. Cutlass. Into Blade of the Ruined King. You can't go wrong with this build, people. This is the build of the century right here on Caitlyn.
We'll follow 30's lead.
Yeah, and Salvo, he's just going pretty standard shit here. He went IE into average play because he's behind. He wants to just sort of farm it out and get a Vamp Scepter for sustain. I agree with that. Good job. And he has upgraded Blue Trinket. Look at him. Look at him playing the utility guy. Thrifty Senpai, he wants to keep his blue buff here, and Madam Stripe will respect the Grim Reaper himself.
Yeah, speaking of that, Karthus does have the Seraph's Embrace now. That's nice.
Oh, yeah, that's big. And is that Rod of Ages fully stacked?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They're scaling up.
Yeah, he's destroying that blue buff. Holy shit! And Madam Stripe, he has to ult to get away from Zaku and develop Milk. Man, he was really pressuring that blue buff. Just an ultimate burn, not the end of the world. Both top laners staying really even in CS. On the win actually went Sonya's Hourglass. I'm not sure if that's a common top lane Lulu item, but it would make sense for the armor.
It's not going to be a terrible.
Yeah, and it gives you AP, which will always help you, all of your utility spells.
Yeah, I'd like to see a Locket come out of Sharkbait.
Yeah, Dub Jump. Shyvana ults in on the win with the Lulu ult to cancel the knockback. Chilling Smite goes out.
Oh, that kill. The flash, the pork, still can't get on Lulu.
Yeah, on the win with the laugh, yeah. And that is one of the downsides of Shyvana. She can get kited easily when she doesn't have CC.
Yep. That's why I was curious. Maybe Dead Man's Play coming up, because give her a little extra movement speed.
Yeah. Madam Stripe getting a little hyphy in the blue side jungle here. He ults, tries to go back on the win, but then decides he has to flash out. And TDE, they are just getting back their jungle. They're not taking no for an answer here.
Yeah, I mean they're scaling up. I mean they're still down 3.5k.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it stayed like that for a long time. They're not, the game's not snowballing out of control, which is what Sharkbait wants. So they're doing a good job in teleport on the win to save that bottom lane tower.
Oh, and the Vault Milk's actually getting destroyed.
Oh yeah, he headbutted back into the wall, flashes out. I think he's gonna survive here, and yes, he will. Manlord popping that LSR ultimate.
He's a little inconsistent with his build. He got that Phage, and I mean, I'm sure he got that to get Black Cleaver, and then I don't know if he decided or someone else told him, no, just get that Randuin's before finishing it.
Yeah, Black Cleaver is probably a very good item on Rek'Sai.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it synergizes perfectly with her kit.
Curious if he's going to finish that after the Randuin's, or if he's going to build some MR. Because right now he has none.
And Madam Stripe popping the Olaf ultimate once again, just to try to get out of the enemy jungle. Melk taking tons of damage from Hibso in the mid lane.
Yeah, I would
Four-man
really
group for Sharkbait in the mid lane. Phil Destiny still going into that bottom lane, just trying to push that wave into the tower.
Milk really needs to get some MR. He's only got 48.
Yeah. Yeah, Shyvana deals tons of
and then he
magic
got
damage,
Syndra.
and Devour, I believe, deals magic damage as well, right?
Yeah, so I mean you're gonna do a lot of magic damage with Shyvana.
Wall catches out Manlore.
It is. Shyvana is kind of a split. She does AD. Generally, you do a little bit more magic damage as her, but you still, it's mixed. It's pretty 50-50.
Yeah.
Might be 60-40, but it depends on I guess the game.
Yeah. Manlore on Alistar went for the Frozen
Oh, he's
Heart
backing.
before
Alistar actually backs right when Dragon's about to spawn.
Ooh. Let's see if it costs him any type of pressure here. He does not have home guards yet.
They don't know that he backed, so we'll see if they just start this up or not.
Madam Stripe in the top lane. He does have teleport. He's going to try to push, try to get that tier 2. And if it's delayed long enough, I think he will get the tier 2. On the wind, his teleport is down. So all 5 for TDE, they are committed to this dragon. And red team, or Sharkbait, yeah, they're not going to be able to contest the dragon tank. Manlore is looking for the in, looking for the headbutt.
No, but they get that
Yeah, they're...
that tier 2 probably top.
Yep. So yeah, and that was only the second dragon of the game for TD, so it's 2-2. So it'd have to be a very long game before we see an aspect of the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, to say
Oh
the
no,
least.
this hour game.
And maybe teams are looking at Baron right now. We're 32 minutes into the game. So it's a 5K gold lead for Sharkbait. Still in range for TD to come back here. But
Yeah,
I would definitely
really
say
good team
Sharkbait's
fight.
still in the driver's seat here. They are the ones sort of dictating the rotations right now. They have the pressure.
Huh. I'm looking at that Triss skin. I'm trying to tell what looks like a mouse.
The Trist?
Yeah.
She's a buccaneer.
Okay. I have to
Like, she
looking
could
at
be
the
a pirate.
face. It looks like it's a mouse.
I
Like a
mean,
really big mouse.
Yordles are kind of mousy, if you think about it. But yeah, that's true. Thrifty and on the win. 2 men pushing the top lane. Dubjump just going to try to clear the wave the best he can. Madam Strike teleport comes out, and Dubjump, that's the cue to go in. Thrifty sent by. He's getting stuck on the champion model there. Exhausted Dubjump, and Zaku...
What is Milk doing? Oh, he's backing. Okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
they,
he just kind of let it, but yeah, they're backing so they don't get any more.
Oh yeah, maybe a little sloppy on TDE. They only trade the tier 1 top lane for the tier 2 mid lane. They didn't even commit for the chase on Dubjump, which is probably a good idea.
Yeah, if they committed, they probably would have lost another one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now that Sharkbait has
This is-
2 tier 2s down, they can pretty much sort of go full bore in this blue side jungle here. They want to set up wards, and they
Yeah.
probably want to bait a Baron.
Yeah, they definitely can.
Oh wait, I don't know if they saw him. They did not see him recall there, but as they can see right now, there's no members of Sharkbait in the area. Pings are coming out from Sharkbait though onto the Baron. Hibbs is in the mid lane. He might go really good knockback to disengage that 5-man gank on himself, and he will stay alive.
Yeah, I had to burn the flash, but that's fine. You gotta
Yeah.
burn it if needed.
Yeah, exactly. That would be better than dying and then prompting TDE for a Baron,
Right.
or even just a 5-man push down mid lane without your big wave clear and burst stun. Salvo and Zaku both rotate into the bottom. Maybe a little mismanagement here on the
So-
players.
Milk is sitting on 1,000 gold. He definitely can get another item completed. He chooses so. Yep, looks like he is.
Oh, yeah. Axe lands on the wind. No chase here, but dub jump 214 CS, Blade, Randuin, Spirit Visage, and the Sated Devourer on top. Wait, is it Sated? Yeah, is he
Yeah.
I mean Sated? Yeah. Man, look at him. He is a monster right now, and if he Shyvana ults onto Salvo, and there's no peel.
Oh, he'll blow him up.
Yeah,
He's almost got 14,000 gold in this whole game, so definitely the highest still.
Yeah, and both teams here in a 5-man versus 5-man struggle for this tier 2
Oh,
bottom, and it will go down. Solar Flare goes in, and the fight begins. Dubjum's going onto the backline, but he is knocked away. The Madam Strip, though, is there for double backline charge, and it's a complete devastation for TDE here. Oh, but Karthasal comes in, gonna take out Hibbs. Melk will get away with his life, and so will Salvo. But 3 for 2. So still a loss for TDE. But you have Dubjum and Failed Destiny still up for Sharkbait, so this is an inhibitor. I don't see Melk and Salvo defending this at all. Melk goes in maybe a little too early. Yeah, way too early, and he's going to get taken out with no help from Salvo.
Yeah, in that last fight, I would have liked to see Bank Engine peel back on their carries a little bit more there. Or at least have... Yeah, just peel back, because that Olaf just took out Arthas and almost killed Salvo, too.
Yeah, no, it looked like Burnout from Shyvana did a little bit damage, and then she got knocked away, but, I mean, once the knockback was gone from Salvo, Madam Stripe was free reign, just wailing on both Salvo and Thrifty.
So what you would like to see is... okay, and... Thrifty Senpai's exhaust must have been down, because what you'd like to see is him to exhaust that Olaf when he dives, and then you have Rek'Sai go in, Lulu ult, and then they kind of peel back, and maybe Karthus could get in the thick of it, but...
Yeah, and
he was definitely not in the thick of it, the Karthus.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He was definitely in the back. TD wants to stay grouped, but look at that. Look at that manly Baron call, and they sneak it so fast. Sharkbait had no time to react. And this is only going to be the 3rd Dragon of the game, so I think I'll take a Baron over a 3rd Dragon any day of the week.
Yeah, well, I was ranting. They picked up that Baron. That was a good call.
Yeah, so a 6k gold lead for Sharkbait. They have that bottom inhibitor down, but Baron is off the board. Surely if Sharkbait got that Baron, it might have been game over here. And, oh, Manlor, he's in the front there. He's looking... for the headbutt, pulverize, but knocks Zaku away, and the wall will disengage the fight.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that... Oh, sorry.
No, go for it. Go.
I was saying that's unfortunate that Manlor didn't do his combo, because that could have been a kill.
Yeah. No, yeah, TD was out of position there. 30 minutes into the game, death timers might be long enough for Sharkbait to finish the game if the team fight happens on TD's side. But you have a confident Thomas the Tank Engine here, chugging through mid lane with Baron buff.
Yeah, and once that Caitlyn completes that last Whisper, she'll be doing some damage.
Yep, still working on that last Whisper, though. Salvo is in a good spot on Triss, too. He does have that last Whisper finished, and Sack Shiv. Now he just has pretty much Bloodthirster to finish off. He might actually go Blade to help him for more peel and to help lifesteal off the divers. I think Blade would probably be the better buy here, in my opinion. So
absolutely, yeah. If they just you definitely need that exhaust on that Olaf, and then
Thrifty Senpai, he was pushing out that top lane way too far here. He has to wall off Dub Jump, flashes the Shyvana ult, and he will surely go down though. Hibbs. Oh, Hibbs actually taking a lot of damage on the return there. He actually, on the wind, zooms in, is able to pick up the kill here, and Dub Jump is taking all the damage. Madam Stripe with the teleport to help save him. And here he comes in charging like a barbarian, and nothing will come of it.
No, he's just going to tunnel away when he gets it, so.
Yeah, and another tunnel away. Wow, so they actually traded mid laners there. So what I thought was going to be sort of a disaster for TDA, it's not too bad. They still have to defend against all of this pushing across the map.
And they got that Lulu clear.
Yeah, I think interest. Yeah, I think they're gonna definitely stay golden here until Thrifty comes back up.
So I'm just I'm excited to see the actual next team fight, just to see how Dank Engine adapts to what happened in the last one.
Right. Yeah, like you said, they need to help peel for their backline. It's pretty much the perfect split for Sharkbait last fight, where their two divers dive in, and they were pretty much, free to do whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have. TDE does not have backline threat. Who's gonna go in and put pressure on to fail Destiny? Like, pretty much no one at this point.
Hopefully what happens is Karthus gets in the middle, blows his load, and then when he dies, he ults, and then does a serious amount of damage, and then Triss cleanup. It's kind of what I've been thinking.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I mean, so the fantasy for this team comp at 50 minutes is beautiful if they pull it off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Thrifty. Now he has the Void Staff, got another needlessly large rod. I assume he's gonna probably go into Death Cap just to pile on more AP. Karthus has amazing AP ratios. Oh yeah, he's clearing waves like crazy here. And bottom lane inhibitor is up for TDE. Let's see if they try to fight and keep it alive here. Both teams are looking for the in.
Oh.
Stun goes out to 30 Senpai. Manlor's in the back trying to get the headbutt down. Battle Stripe and Dump Jump go into the backline. Veil Destiny's got to pick up the first kill of the fight, and Salvo is stunned, not able to deal any damage to the Sharkbait team. And TDE still stays alive here. They lose the inhibitor in one man. Man, that could have been the game, but I think TDE played it the best they could on the win, going way too far out of tower range. He has the Zonias here, but he will surely go down. A very grave mistake 42 minutes into the game here. And Salvo not able to pick up that last hit on Manlor. He'll get out with his life. But you have Thrifty, Devout, and Salvo trying to say no at the end of the day. Salvo, Thrifty Senpai dies on top of everyone, but they will just back away. And
Thrifty should have done that in that last fight.
Oh man, that is the game, folks. There's no way TDE can defend this.
No.
Wow. They act like they should have defended that mid inhib there.
They should have fought on that last inhib, I thought. Like, they ulted, Lulu ulted Karthus, which I think they should have saved that for somebody else. And Karthus just needs to go in and die and use his passive.
Yeah, and man, that will be it, folks. 43 minutes into the game, and Sharkbait HooHa taking another win for them over Thomas the Dank Engine.
Great win. Honestly, I cannot believe that they did that without Vivaret. Very well played.
Yeah, no, that was very well played for their team. Dub jump 6-0 and 9 on Shyvana. Manlor, though, man, this guy is just the sub of the century, right? Like,
yeah.
0-11 on Alistar, and talk about the pressure he's putting in lane. Yeah, keeping Salvo down early on.
Yeah, let's see. Who do you want to get in here?
Let's get Hibbs and Manlor.
I'm down with that.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
All right, welcome, Iro, Hibbs, and Manlor. Congratulations on the win.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So you guys played pretty well there. You guys got a little small goal lead in the beginning. You kept it, and you just made it bigger. And then you killed the enemy Nexus.
Yep, that's pretty much the story here.
Yeah.
So how you guys know a while and ahead Vivre was going to be out for the week?
Yeah, he told us basically last week that he was going to be out, and we came up with the idea of bringing in Manlore at support and moving me to mid just on Thursday or Friday or so. So we've known for a little bit, and we got a little bit of practice in before today.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what was the reasoning behind not putting Manlore mid? Because I don't know, maybe he hasn't been playing lately, but you guys, I expected
Yeah,
him to
I
be
mean,
mid lane.
for myself too, I'm not really comfortable mid anymore. I mean, right now I'm kind of rusty. I don't play as much, and unfortunately I have time to dedicate. But I do like to play support. I do like to help out when I can and give my insight when I can. And yeah, I feel like I don't know, just being a tanky cow is fun. So that's my
Yeah.
reason.
Thank you, Cal.
Yeah.
You were.
Yeah, you played the landing phase incredibly well against the Leona
Thanks.
in a tryst.
Yeah, did a good zoning.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I was just like, do I go support Alistar or support Yasuo? Which isn't really support. It's more just like you just kill
Oh, I
everybody.
think you made the right choice.
Yep, I agree.
I did notice you did miss a few of your combos. Were most of those intentional, or did you just mess up the combo?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
meant
you
to
just
hit
me-
some of them. I did mess up some, like in their jungle on the bottom right side. There was a few where I knocked them away where I was just like, crap, I should have just, I don't know, flashing Q'd or something and knocked him back, but whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
but in
overall,
lane
you
I was
still
mainly
did
just
alright, though.
headbutting for harassment, just so they get low, so they have to use their potions, and yeah.
Yeah, Hibs on Syndra, is that one of your go-to mid champs?
It used to be when Syndra was like kind of in the meta, but now anymore I don't really play mid much. But for this game, we kind of saw their team comp, and I had like the last overall pick, and we were trying to decide between Victor and Syndra. But I just liked the peel of Syndra's E a little bit better, so it seemed to make sense for this game.
Yeah, with the way we had our formation set up too, it was pretty much impossible to get to Kaylin if they initiated on us. So it was really us to initiate on them and to make things happen. So yeah, it progressed, and we eventually kept them away at bay from Dragon. Eventually pushed all lanes, kept our CS up, and kept Vision up too. So it was overall good job on the team. I
Yeah,
think.
absolutely. You guys kept that gold lead
Yeah,
at a
the
steady pace. So
surprise Baron though, I was just like, oh crap.
Yeah, we were being
Yeah.
very risk averse. We didn't want to make a dumb play and let them back into the game. We knew we could sail it out pretty smoothly as long as we played smart and just fought when we were strong.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, appreciate you guys coming in. Congratulations on the win.
Yeah.
We're gonna
thank
you
hop
very
into
much.
our game too.
Thank you very much.
User left your channel.
All right, and we'll have a short
User
stream
left your
break here.
channel.